Choosing a Western allied military to join sounds simple, until you realize the gap between pay, respect, and risk can be almost as dramatic as facing live fire. Behind every uniform is a trade-off. Italy's pilots fly Eurofighters, Poland offers F-35s, but is the lifestyle worth the mission? As recruitment surges and policy changes reshape careers, the real question is which military truly delivers the best deal and which aren't what they seem. Let's count down the reality, from modest options to rare gold standards. Starting at number 10, the Czech Republic offers a reliable, no-nonsense military career. Pay is modest but steady, and it generally fits the country's cost of living and economic position. Living conditions deliver practical stability. Bases are well kept overall, though some still show their age. Equipment mixes upgraded legacy vehicles with a few modern standouts, such as recently acquired Leopard 2 tanks and new artillery systems. Most deployments are for peacekeeping or NATO support, so operational risk stays low. Service carries decent public respect. It is viewed as practical rather than glamorous, and recent years have brought slow but steady improvements in modernization and pay, keeping morale stable. Moving into number 9, Italy delivers a distinctly Mediterranean service experience. Compensation is reasonable and aligns with Southern European living costs. Some bases, especially in the north, have seen significant upgrades, while others in the south still lag behind. Italian pilots fly Eurofighter Typhoons, and elite units like the 9th Parachute Regiment have a strong reputation. The Italian military conducts frequent overseas missions, from peacekeeping in Lebanon to operations in Africa, so there is a moderate level of operational risk. Service remains respected, though it is not as central to national identity as it once was. Modernization is a work in progress, steady rather than spectacular, with ongoing professionalization efforts that keep progress moving at a measured pace. At number 8, Poland has been transformed in a remarkably short time. Pay and benefits have jumped in recent years, now matching or beating most regional peers. Living conditions, once a sore spot, are improving rapidly thanks to major investments in new barracks and expanded family support. Poland's forces now operate F-35 fighters, hundreds of modern tanks, Apache helicopters, and HIMARS rocket artillery. That modernization push is hard to miss, especially after high-profile demonstrations, even when the occasional simulator glitch makes headlines. Proximity to volatile borders means readiness is real, and operational risk is higher than in much of Western Europe. Public respect for service is sky-high. Military service is wrapped in national pride, and ambitious upgrades plus a sweeping compensation overhaul have made Poland one of the fastest-rising militaries to join in Europe, particularly for recruits who want to be part of something larger than themselves. France claims the 7th spot, offering a military career defined by global reach and national prestige. Salaries are steady, and France's strong welfare system softens the impact of high urban living costs. Early retirement options and a range of allowances add to the appeal. But what really sets France apart is its expeditionary spirit. The French military operates a carrier strike group centered on the aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle, projecting power from the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean. Regular overseas deployments to Africa, the Middle East, and far-flung territories are the norm, not the exception. Special forces and the Foreign Legion are frequently tapped for high-risk missions. This global presence brings real excitement, but it also means a sharp rise in operational risk, especially for those drawn to the front lines. Recent reforms have boosted pay for junior ranks to keep pace with inflation and to retain talent. Equipment is modern and training is demanding. Rafale fighters, advanced submarines, and a steady stream of upgrades keep France at the forefront of European military capability. Living conditions vary widely, from modern bases in France to more austere outposts abroad. Public respect for service is strong, and the military's reputation carries weight, but the reality of frequent deployments and exposure to combat is ever present. Germany, ranked 6th, stands in contrast, a model of stability, protection, and modernization. After years of underfunding, a €100 billion investment is transforming the Bundeswehr. Pay is competitive, especially for non-commissioned officers often called NCOS, and for officers who enjoy civil servant status, job security, and generous pensions. Even junior ranks receive free healthcare and relocation support. Germany's robust social safety net extends to military families, with modernizing bases and extensive support services. The operational tempo is lower, and Germany rarely sends large combat units abroad, focusing instead on NATO support and peacekeeping. The arrival of new Leopard 2A7 tanks and Eurofighter jets has lifted morale, signaling real progress. Service is seen as practical and honorable, not a source of national fervor, but recent pay raises and equipment upgrades have made the Bundeswehr a destination for those seeking predictability and benefits. France and Germany chart two divergent paths, one for those seeking adventure and risk, and the other for those drawn to security and social support. Both set a new standard for military careers in Europe. Finland stands at number 5, defined by a mix of readiness and everyday stability. Conscription brings nearly every young adult into service, building one of Europe's largest pools of trained reserves. The artillery force is the biggest on the continent, and with the addition of F-35 fighters, Finland's air defenses are among the most advanced. Training is rigorous and focused on territorial defense, and the reserve system gives predictable call-ups and long-term career stability. Service members benefit from strong pay, modern bases, and a welfare system that covers healthcare, education, and family support. Deployments are rare and focused on defending home territory, so operational risk stays low. Military service is widely respected, seen as a mark of civic responsibility. Recent investments, NATO membership, and new high-tech equipment have only increased the appeal for those seeking a secure, well-supported career. At number 4, the Netherlands offers a professional force with a sharp focus on naval strength. Pay and benefits have risen, boosted by a recent historic increase aimed at attracting and keeping talent. Living conditions are excellent, with modern barracks, generous family leave, and access to quality healthcare and education. The Royal Netherlands Navy's de Zeven Provinciën-class frigates are among Europe's most advanced, equipped with top-tier radar and missile defense. New anti-submarine frigates promise even better working conditions and more automation, which reduces routine strain on crews. Deployments are mostly NATO missions or humanitarian operations, with moderate operational risk. The Dutch military is known for professionalism and adaptability, and strong retraining programs help service members transition to civilian careers when they leave the force. Denmark claims the third spot, recognized for its commitment to family life and welfare. Pay and benefits match the high standards of the Danish welfare state. Bases are modern, and since 2022, all service members can access months of fully paid parental leave, with flexible scheduling and strong command support. That policy has made military life far more compatible with raising a family. Training programs are modern, equipment is kept up to date, and operational risk remains minimal for most roles. The Danish model emphasizes quality of life and long-term stability, which makes it especially attractive to recruits who want both a solid military career and predictable family time. Switzerland sits at number 2, offering a military experience unlike any other in Western Europe. Service here is built around the militia system, citizen soldiers who train regularly but spend most of their time in civilian life. Pay and benefits are among the highest in the world, reflecting Switzerland's strong economy and high cost of living. Bases are spotless, well-equipped, and designed for comfort, with modern facilities and robust support for families. Training is demanding but focused squarely on defending Swiss territory. The equipment is solid and reliable, constantly updated to keep pace with European standards, but always tailored to homeland defense. The most striking feature is operational risk. Switzerland has not fought a war since the early 1800s. Armed neutrality means there are no foreign deployments, no combat missions abroad, and no exposure to the dangers that come with alliance operations. For many, this is the ultimate trade-off: top-tier pay and safety, but limited adventure or global experience. Service is respected as a civic duty, woven into the fabric of Swiss life. For those who value stability, high compensation, and zero risk, Switzerland is hard to beat. Norway claims the top spot, setting the gold standard for military service in Europe. Salaries and benefits are unmatched, enough to support a comfortable lifestyle even in one of the world's most expensive countries. Bases are world-class, with modern housing, excellent healthcare, and generous family support. Norway's military stands out for its Arctic specialization, with elite cold weather training and some of the best equipment for harsh northern conditions. The Norwegian Air Force flies F-35 Lightning II jets, and the Navy operates advanced frigates and submarines designed for the icy seas. Operational risk is extremely low. Deployments are rare and carefully chosen, and the work is meaningful, focused on defending a vast, rugged homeland. Public respect for service is exceptionally high, and career stability is second to none. Recent policy changes have expanded benefits even further, making Norway's forces more attractive than ever. For those seeking the complete package, top pay, outstanding living conditions, modern kit, and a real sense of purpose, Norway stands alone at number 1. Right now, Western militaries compete fiercely for talent because modern security depends on it. As policies shift and missions evolve, the true measure is how service members are valued, not just how they are equipped. For those considering the uniform, the stakes are personal, and the choice shapes more than just a career.